Hello everybody, Mr. Moo, here in the beta, here in Elite Dangerous, here in the cockpit of the EAS Ericsson. My exploration kitted Crate Phantom. Not exactly the top of the top of the top, but it's getting a little close there. Shoutouts, hello there to Sniperman, Northema, Nacer, Sanson, a Link is here. And also thank you so much to Jackson Foxglove. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the show. We're back. It's good to be back. The past few days have just been an exercise in oh boy.
Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Sniperman, thank you so much for the 5 months resub. Greatly appreciated. Oh, that really does mean a lot. Jackson Foxglove, hello there. How you doing? So yeah, I've been away for a lot longer than I meant to be. I mean, last week, little excusable, you know, that was Thanksgiving. This week was just every day somebody put out another cog in the great machine designed to drive me insane. And it was working. But we're back. It's Friday. It's Fly Day. It's Beta Day. And, yeah, I mean, after I did the video yesterday, for those that don't know, I did a video yesterday on So You Want to Know About Exploration 2.0. Found some interesting numbers, so today we're going to do a little bit more scientific kind of examination of those numbers. So, basically, if you go to EDSM.net, the Elite Dangerous Star Map, you will be able to look up every system I've been in, and I'm writing this down in a text file next to me. Not the most scientific. I don't have Malik levels of copy, paste, reintegrate, decode, super secret decoder ring because he's just plain awesome. I don't have that level of skill, but no, I'm writing this down in a text file, and I've split this into 3 separate categories. I've split it down into honk, honk and scan, and honk, scan, and map. So what I'm doing right now, this system is in the honking, scanning, and mapping. And then, once we get all these systems and their various categories, we're going to go back to cartographics in the beta, and we're going to see what each system pays out, and we're going to cross-reference against what each system is worth right now in live on EDSM. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I was hoping to find something like, you know, finding water worlds, finding Earth-likes, but EDSM's map or search function is under a little bit of strain. Unless anybody knows how to find Earth-likes and that sort of thing reliably. We're just going to kind of play it by ear here in random star systems. Anyway, all of that said, all of that done. Oh yeah, also a Hank. We've got a Hank. He's a happy Hank. He is Hank into his heart's content. Argus Wolf, hey there, long time no see. Yeah, how you been? What's going on? Let's get into Super Cruise so we can do some mapping. Vox, good afternoon. Hank has curled himself up into a lump. He tried to knock down the bathroom door last night at 3 a.m. He's a strong boy. I don't think he's a cat. I think he's just very cuddly livestock. Marino Twine 07. So yeah, here we are. We're in Super Cruise. We're in the mapper. Let's see. Let's get some stuff here. DSS scan, right. Efficiency target here, 6 probes. Chaos Theory, how you doing? Been doing the non-space version of trucking. Whee! Well, it's a necessity there too. Find some of the plants via the Road to Riches plotter. Oh, that's a good idea.
Kids these days and their crazy language, am I right?
And Chaos Theory, thank you so much for the host. We've got a surface scan. Awesome. 3 probes. We hit the target. Anything there on the ground? No. Okay. And Nacer was pointing out that, yes, actually, you can get... Let's see here. Where's that command at? There we go. Nacer was pointing out that you can get,
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who disturb Mike.
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Sanson, thank you so much for the 9-month resub. That is awesome. And hello, Aaron Duran. Oh, goodness. And yeah, Nacer was pointing out, and something I missed on my video yesterday. Locations. None up there. That will tell you if there's anything worth landing on the planet for. Anyway, let's get this next planet scanned. It is right here. Alicor's 07. Yeah, how you doing? How's the family? I keep asking how you doing, but really I don't know any other variety on that. What's going on? Hope you've been keeping busy and, you know, staying sane.
Hello.
Dazzy Star, hey! Yeah, keeping sane is the important part. That's something that has not been happening for me lately. Cat-induced sleep deprivation along with other things. Sanity is overrated. Helps you, you know, helps you get loans and things. Okay, 6 probes again. So let's go here. Here. Here.
Surface scan complete.
Alright, there we go again. Efficiency target is set. Nacer. Remix my controls for better accessibility. Now I've got no idea how to play the game. Son of a... Hate it when that happens. Okay, we've got mapping on 2 and 3. I think we got mapping on 4. Maybe. That's a problem. Now I've got to figure out what I got mapped. And this has all been mapped already. So I think we got to go out to here next. Something comes in breakfast cereal boxes. Sanity? Transcoding? Yeah. One of those two, I'm sure. What is this sanity you speak of? Yeah, it's one of those things that, oh, it's... Sometimes it's overrated, sometimes it's underrated. Oh, I know I can tell. Let's see here. Do I have... Okay, no. Right. So obviously, checking the system map, if it's got this icon available, you've mapped it. If it doesn't, you haven't. Simple enough. Trying to understand sanity will drive you insane. You have very nearly achieved Zen there. I approve. I had sanity and then Hank took it all away. Well, among a few other things, but Hank was definitely a major contributor to the project. Sniper Man, exactly like that. Yes, exactly like that. Flaxmud, hey there. Welcome aboard, pull up a seat. Okay, what's our target here? 6 probes again, so... It looks like if you just go... If you hit the horizon at roughly 120 degree increments... You ought to be good. Zen, caffeine, it's amazing how well the two work. After watching DBCA all day, I'm appreciating these sound effects a lot more. Excellent. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
All right, last planet. So yeah, this one is going into the honking, scanning, and mapping category.
So what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just flying around.
Flying around?
Flying around.
Thwarting my plans?
What are your plans?
Are you?
No.
Good, because that'd be bad.
How bad?
I'd have to kill you.
That's bad.
Indeed.
Drifting Raven, overwhelmed, underwhelmed, when are you just whelmed? That's usually when you just go, huh. That's mild surprise. I mean, underwhelmed is when you don't react to anything. Overwhelmed is when you're overwhelmed. Whelmed is just the appropriate amount of reaction to a thing. Nacer, how's the Exploration Phantom? It's doing good. I do not have it... It's not, like, super optimized for everything, but it's... I mean, it's got a jump range of 64 light years. A lot more maneuverable than the, than the Asp Explorer. Well, a lot higher performance than the Asp Explorer, a lot more maneuverable than the Anaconda. It's a good middle, I think. All the streamers are doing X4 win, or will they get around to it? Oh, I'll be getting it. I'll be getting around to it pretty quick, but since the beta is ending on the 3rd, I really wanted to get this exploration testing in. Because I don't know that anybody else has done this particular bit of methodology. But no, X4 is definitely on the menu. I'm going to be running it... Dazzy Star, X4 is... Well, you see, there you're just expressing your ignorance. Now, the X-Universe and Elite have kind of been... I mean, the X-Universe was inspired by Elite, I think. But then it kind of... What do I want to say? Kind of moved into its own. And then Elite Dangerous came out, and that's around the time... When did X3 come out? I'm a latecomer to the series. What I've seen this evening, it looks like a copy. I don't know. How can you copy something that hasn't shown up yet here? I mean, you can build bases in X4. You can run multiple... You can run armadas of ships. You can run flotillas. So it's... Yeah, X4 is somewhere between Elite and Eve and Star Citizen. I mean, it's a very small... Well, a Coriolis, to be fair, a Coriolis is not exactly an unheard of concept. The Coriolis, the O'Neill Cylinder, the Stanford Taurus were all major spaceport designs since the dawn of spaceflight. Anyway, Alicor's X4 is, yeah, it's an interesting kind of game. Well, Dazzy Star, you could say that Babylon 5 was a ripoff of Elite then. Slot and landing pads, I mean, there's only so many ways you can design a spin gravity type station and get ships inside. You're only going to be, I mean, the stations at... I've already mapped this out, son of a bitch. No, I haven't. Anyway. Okay, this is 0 mapped, alright. 6 probes. Getting off track of what I'm supposed to be doing here. Well, I'm not going to be able to convince you otherwise, Dazzy, so have at it, but... One more.
Kids these days and their crazy language.
Hardcore, thank you so much for the host. And Dazzy, I mean, honestly, okay, I was saying it jokingly, now I'm saying it a little bit more seriously. Really? You're just expressing your own ignorance, to borrow an expression from my physics teacher. Okay, so everything in this system is mapped. So let's move on to the next one. I mean, it has rotating stations with slots to dock ships. So does Babylon 5, all of the Gundam series. Let's see. Elite Dangerous. I mean, Elite Dangerous could be said to be ripping off Mobile Suit Gundam. Since that... or, oh, 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's honk the horn here. Okay, a lot of stuff in this system, so let's just do scanning instead of scanning and mapping here. So this will be a honk and scan, and this is call 285 sector ZK-K B23-2. Okay. Alright, Dazzy, sorry about that. Just to immediately write something off after, like you said, you've only been watching it for 15 minutes. But no, there's a lot of major differences. I mean, from what I've seen in X4, you'll be able to either pilot a ship yourself or send out fleets of ships under NPC control. Kind of be the CEO or the lone wolf or the hands-on CEO, just to name a few ideas. I'll take a look at it. I'll run. Okay, when you were saying you were calling it rip-offs and that people were being paid to stream it, it seemed a little... I don't know, those grapes were looking a little bit sour. And no, Nacer, I won't be abandoning Elite by any means. It's, X4 is single player, as far as I know. I do not know that it has multiplayer to it. And Colossus, hey, what's up? Okay, let's get some scans going here. Oh, you said major streamers are being paid to stream it? No, not that I know. I mean, I'm sure there are some, you know, doing it for the Twitch bounty board, but there's a lot of people out there that are just, you know, like, hey, this looks really neat, let's give it a shot. What is that? That is a signal. Let's find this gas giant first. Actually, I take that back. Looks like we got other stuff right here. Yeah, there are people that are, I mean, Twitch partners get basically a bounty board where, hey, if you want to, you know, make a little extra money, here, stream this for an hour and talk about it. Sniper Man, gotta go and get back to work. Alright, take care. There you are. Been watching the X4 live streams on YouTube, not really for you? Fair. Moo, I can see we have a merch store. Yes, we do, Alicors, and people have actually been posting pictures of it. I can't believe it, but yes. Well, then again, to Nacer's credit, it is an absolutely adorable design for the Neutron Moo, and an absolutely great design for the Errantry. I mean, I just can't believe they'd put my mug on a mug. Yeah, the store is live, Alicors. Errantry the coffee mug. Errantry the throw pillow. Errantry the flamethrower. Kids really love that one. Ooh, rings there. Alright, so there is... There we go. Something with moons here. Are you the gas giant? You do not appear to be the gas giant. Those are the belt clusters there. Speaking of the Errantry event, will you be participating? I'm hoping to be. Yeah, definitely hoping to be. So, okay, there's a planet right... Yeah, aha, there it's the gas giant. Holy crap, look how oblong that thing is. What is the spin on that thing? Holy crap. Okay, let's look at this. Earth mass is 9,000, 27,000 kilometer radius, and it rotates every 12 hours. Holy crap, we're gonna have to get close to that thing, just have a... Wow. Here's binary moons here. Look how fast these things are moving. I'm not moving the reticle. This is how fast these moons are rotating, or orbiting right now. And it's found 31 geological objects there. 31 geological points of interest. This has also found something. 1 geological.
System scan complete.
Okay, so that's the entire system mapped. Let's see how this would look in, see how this would look in the regular system map. So that wasn't bad. This whole thing was mapped in, what, 5-7 minutes? Something like that? But we need to have a look at that thing. That planet is very, very round. A happy clownfish says, Eggy boy. Yeah. Let's see here. Hardcore. Jupiter is a 13-hour gas giant. What's Jupiter's... Well, you know what? I've got a galaxy map. I'll have a look. The radius on this thing was 27,000 kilometers. Well, while we're traveling, let's have a look here. Okay, Jupiter. Radius. 71,000 kilometers. Okay. Alright, so this is a small gas giant. I've got to get my radii fixed. You never would have spotted the spin on that gas giant if it weren't for the FSS. No, Vox, that's true. You know, I just noticed that there... I just noticed that, and it just went right over my head. There's an engineer here. That is... Oh, wait, yeah, that's Colonel Briss Decker. That's right. Oh, I've just never had to use Colonel Decker, so I never... Just usually blew right over my head.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Ho ho ho! Bibliophilus, thank you so much for the 9-month resub. Oh, thank you so much for that. And yeah, it's good that we could see it on the Discovery Scanner because we can't see jack nor shit here. It's just too dark. So I've got this one set up for honking and scanning, so if I start dropping probes on this one, it's just gonna screw with the methodology. Let's move on to the next system and see what comes up. I suppose I could. Let's set up night vision mode here real quick. Every time I switch between live build and beta, I keep getting all kinds of stuff that... There we go. Got to keep resetting my controls. Yeah, night vision isn't giving me anything here. I mean, it's giving me edge detection here, but it's not showing up the planet. Yeah, night vision only goes out a few clicks, otherwise...
Adjusting for jump.
Yeah, I can see why. Otherwise, you'd just be begging to melt your video card.
Frameshift now engaged.
Yeah, ick to resetting the controls. Fortunately, not going to be a problem for much longer. Alright, let's get a honk going here. 9 bodies found. Okay, it is 28:18. Somebody make a note of that. Let's see how long it takes to scan and map this place out. Wait, what? Ah. Other stuff in here. And a third thing in here. Thought. Oh, alright. Okay, that's just signal source.
System scan complete.
Okay, it was, what was the time I marked down when we first started scanning? We've just completed a system scan. This would be the equivalent of the old detailed surface scans. And Ferox, hey there! What did I say? 1820, 1830, something like that? So in about a minute and a half, we got all that properly scanned. Let's head for Planet 1 and start mapping. And let me write down the system name here. This is going to be a honk scan map. XP-KB23-0. Okay. Oh, Nacer, I just picked that as a good bookmark to, or a good waypoint. But no, otherwise I have been going to hell for a while. And Dazzy Star, I really do want to apologize if you're still here in chat. I totally misunderstood what you were going for when we were talking about that. Okay. All right. Too far for probe deployment. Bleh. What about here? All right, 6 probes. And 1 to grow on.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, we've got an efficiency target bonus. Multi-crew exploration will make probe golf easier. I hope so. Made 400 million in the past 4 hours. Good achievement. Good money. The pilot can navigate around the planet, giving a clearer shot. You have a good point there. Yeah, that will speed things up a little bit. Although right now, and we're going to test on this next one. I'm just going to fire off probes and then go back to the cockpit while they're in flight. Alicor is very excited about that. I can't watch any longer. Space must be trucked. Estimated profit, hello there. Got here 6 probes again. Alright, probes are in flight and I can keep an eye on them from here. That's neat.
Surface scan complete.
Well, that speeds up the process a bit now, doesn't it? Okay, we got planets 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I'll have to go back in the VOD unless somebody made a note of when I started mapping this system. Not just the scans, but when I started the mapping. Because I'm a little curious. Actually, if anybody wants to look it up, have a look at this system. Call 285 sector XP-K B23-0.
Thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Ferox, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the Plank Owners. Welcome to the crew. Pull up a seat. Right now we're running on a combination of crazy and grumpy. I'm trying to get the grumpy over with. Hank is helping out on that. He's trying to. But yeah, if anybody wants to go to EDSM and look up the... We're all mad here. Yes, me in multiple ways, unfortunately. Working on it. Trying to, anyway. But no, if anybody wants to look up call 285 sector XP-K B23-0 and calculate how much that system is worth, because EDSM should have the combined payouts for all the planets. Seven probes. Biggin. Too far. All right.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
And Argus Wolf, thank you so much for the sub. Come on, last probe.
Surface
There we go.
scan complete.
It's 3, let's hit 4. Nacer, this system is worth 11,000... Huh, okay. Which actually makes sense. Let's look at the map here. Ice. A lot of ice. Maybe some rocks, but mostly ice. I mean, this place is... If anybody were mapping this place out on live, it would be an exercise in frustration. Planet Winnipeg. I've been to Winnipeg. I've been to City Winnipeg. That was the coldest winter I ever spent. And it was June. So it was like winter. Except it had, so it was like winter, except it had mosquitoes the size of Cessna 182s.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Tesser Dude, thank you so much for the 3-month resub there. Long live the space cows. Why is my text-to-speech not text-to-speeching? Ah, one of these days. I mean, Nacer, you could always send a PM to him if you didn't want to show up on chat. Seven probes. There we go. Let's see here. 6 and 7 are very close to each other. So let's hit those next. 6, 7, 5, and 8.
Surface scan complete.
So, okay, you said that it's 11,111. Okay, so... The Phil Mickelson of space golf.
This message is irrelevant!
And Sanson, thank you so much for the 245 bits. I'd like to say it's a nice surprise, but I saw the attempts earlier, so, you know. But enjoy your badge. You are currently the Bit Lord. All hail the Bit Lord. May his reign over the pip last long. Okay, here's 6, 7. We need 8 and 5 after this. Welcome back, Sniper Man. So this one is taking a little bit to map out. I think that we've been going for at least, what, 10 minutes, 13 minutes here? Which, yeah, if we were doing this under normal circumstances, you'd say I was nuts. And I'd be agreeing with you. Just a star system that's full of rocks, ice, rocky ice. This place is just... Honestly, this place is a big old pile of crap. Six probes, okay.
We never should have stopped. Why is it every time I need to get somewhere we get waylaid by jackassery?
Yeah, this would be a lot of jackassery waylaying us in live. But I am really curious here. We should be hearing the impacts soon. Hopefully. Okay, did that not map out properly? Was I getting a little too cocky there? And no, it just didn't... I just didn't get the last zone there. We should be able to get a good shot right here. 4 probes impacted. Let's make sure this one actually... Oh, it was 89%. I was 1% off. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
Something chickens, something hatching, I don't know. But Nacer, for the event, you mean the one on the 1st, right? I mean, it's a little early my time, but I will... Yeah, I'll show up for it. 8 a.m. on a Saturday? You assume much about me. Paid all my bills. Happy to see there will be an Christmas this year. Glad to hear it. I almost said an Xmas. Brain, why are you braining like you are? I woke up for 6 a.m. cartoons. What's your excuse? I was 4 at the time.
Surface scan complete.
Yep, 6 a.m. cartoons, Saturday and Sunday. Had to turn the rotor to dial in the channel. KCRG. No, KWWL. Out of, oh, what was that? Cedar Falls? Cedar Rapids? Yeah, for those unfamiliar with Farmer TV, the rotor was like this electromechanical servo which spun your TV antenna around to try to fine-tune. Then one morning I woke up and it was a little chilly in the living room. So I went into the kitchen, and, yeah, there was a TV antenna sticking out of our roof. And not like sticking out of the roof, but sticking out of the roof. Sideways. With a great big hole. Ah, 5 is on the way. Roughly. And by roughly, I mean I still got to roll back around to it, but...
Oh no.
Thank you, Bibliophilus. Yeah, that applies to both the situation I was telling and the current situation, yes. Use the map to plot a route around the system? That's crazy talk. That's actually very good talk, Vox. I just, you know, from somebody named Vox, I would expect good talk. Sniper Man had a thought for the next Cat and Moo Day. Oh, okay, can't wait to hear this. Honestly, I just haven't gotten used to the Aura review yet. The best new feature that nobody's really using much. I need to figure out how best to utilize it. I will say that. Okay, yeah, another icy body here. It's like, you know, why even bother? Well... And one for the backside of the planet. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
Alright, let's hit the system map and get our orrery on. There's 8, or... Okay, so there's 5, and I gotta get to 8, so it's just a straight shot there.
Ooh, you are a smart one. I understand now.
I forgot I had that. I love Minsk.
Evil, meet my sword. Sword, meet evil.
Gotta use that one for more bounty hunting. The great Jim Cummings, voicing Minsk. Okay, so it was about, what, let's call it 30 minutes? 30 minutes mapping this particular system out. And that's mapping, not the actual scanning. We'll wrap up the map on this, and then we'll head back to a nearby station, turn in stellar cartography, and see what we get out of it. Bibliophilus is currently doing a playthrough on Baldur's Gate. I need to do one again. The very original or the HD edition? The official Wizard 07. Pull up a seat, Magic Man. We're just trying to do some decent testing here. The enhanced edition, awesome. Pulling up an example of pretty much the worst star system that you could try to map out in the current game. I mean, it's... Looking at this, it's just rocky ice, 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 all ice and rocky ice. I mean, who in their right mind would spend any time to map this place out? Nacer did some looking up, and thank you for that again, Nacer. On EDSM, this system was worth 11,111 credits. It's like, okay. I mean, who would spend half an hour to get 11,000 credits on one system when you could just honk and jump for, you know, for that much in 3 jumps, maybe 3 or 4 minutes. And Alan Hunt, Ice Ice Baby, exactly. More like Ice Ice bullshit. And Wizard currently waiting for the T-16,000 to get delivered, nice. Did you get the stick and throttle, or just the stick, or the full stick throttle rudder setup? Okay, nose away from the planet. We do not want to go crashing into that at Mach, oh my god. Flaxmut, had some work to do. Find out the math is bad? Not yet. Not yet. We've spent the last half hour or so scanning this system up. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the final mapping on this planet. Then we're going to head back to civilization, turn the data in, and see what comes up. There we go, fully mapped. And I hit the efficiency target on all planets scanned. So let's head back and see what we got here.
You get a bullet, and you get a bullet. Everybody gets a bullet.
We just want a minimum any kind of population, really. If it's got a population, it's got a starport. 78 light years away, 78 light years away. Population of 1,000, 5.8 million. Let's go someplace that actually has a little bit more population. Sanson, why did I just get an ad for your stream? I have no idea. I'm happy, though, I guess, if it's definitely for my stream. So yeah, we are 2 jumps out. Good jump range on the Phantom. I mean, this thing is tuned a little bit, but it's not like ultra top end. Just mostly top end.
Maximum velocity engaged.
Oh, you gotta add in my stream. I don't know. I wish I knew on that, but I honestly, I've got it. I thought I had it set so that I'm not actually broadcasting ads to anybody, because that just turns people off more than anything. And 6067. Okay, so we're just gonna honk the horn here. Actually, no. Let's get a... get a quick scan here.
System scan complete.
Okay, we found the planet. Aaron Duran, a good one is the CH Pro pedals. A little bit pricier, but these things are... CH makes good stuff. It's not pretty, but it's tough.
Jumping to next system. Scanning for anomalies. None detected.
Okay, nav beacon, nav beacon. Caddy Enterprise. CH is commercial flight sim quality. Well, it's commercial flight sim durability. I mean, their fit and finish is a little... Yeah, it's in the ballpark. They mostly make controls for, like, industrial equipment. They work with CAT, building the controls for earth-moving equipment. The joystick, the flight sim stuff is mostly stuff they do on the side, like, hey guys, we got the tooling for this, mind if we throw some stuff up on the side? It ain't pretty. Sometimes it's not the most ergonomic either, but it will last. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Yeah, it kind of redefines... Yeah, redefines heavy duty. Well, hopefully. I mean, the Nokia 3310 is legendary. I don't know if the Cat smartphone has... It's off to a good start, but I don't know if it's as time-tested as the 3310. Will 600 mil be enough to put some SCBs in my cutter? Find out in the next episode. To me, I think the best smartphone case you could get, now this is just me talking out my rear, but I think you need a protective cover over the screen. Like, make a flip phone, but with a hard screen cover. I don't know if they make those. Do a drop test. See which phone makes the bigger crater. Unorthodox, and yet perfectly cromulent. Al, of course, disagree? Alright. What do you got? Flip touchscreen, well, that could be workable. Had a back case on your phone since purchase, dropped it many times, no issues. Yeah, I'm just thinking more for, like, if you drop your phone, it lands screen down on, like, gravel or something. It'd be nice to have just even a little thin plastic cover. I mean, it doesn't have to be like, you know, you can drive a tank over it. But just something for the incidental drops. Let the edge protection, let the let the shock absorbing there. You know, let that take the most of it, but like just have a little flip up. Yeah, I don't like screen protector film, but I do like, you know, I like the, I don't know. I'm not an industrial designer and I'm barely a ship pilot. All right.
Touchdown, deactivating docking systems. Enjoy your stay with us.
Universal cartographic. So, in the honk category, I've got call 285 sector VE-G C11-31. Let's see here. Call 285 sector VE-. So, just honking, I picked up 29,000. Let's go to the EDSM. Also, we need to find a planet with a water world. Or something other than this stuff. All I found was rocks and ice. Not the best measure of stuff. Nacer, you said Road to Riches. Do you have a good route near me?
Ensure you have received authorization before entering the docking bay. If you do not have access permission, exit the facility immediately.
Let's see, let's clear that one out. Thanks, Nacer. Did they say EDSM or BDSM? Well, you know. So VE-G C1131 is 29,000. That was detailed surface scans.
In order to maintain smooth traffic,
Wait.
please follow standard operating procedures and
Yeah, 29,000, and that was primarily the star. Now, here's the one I surface mapped, and honestly, I'm not even surprised for that. All of these planets are just craptacular, let's be honest. Still not worth the time on a system like that to map everything out. Let's see, that is...
please obey speed restrictions and fly safely.
Okay, call 285 sector YKE C12-13 has... Okay, thank you. So I'm looking at XPK B23-0 right now.
Aggressive behavior in or around the starport is not permitted.
And yeah, the
For their cooperation,
4,000, 2,500. So rocky planets without... Noodles for pasta. Hi there, new name, who dis? Welcome aboard, Noodles. Noodle come prodigy?
please be aware
So yeah, okay, so let me get myself reorganized here on my thoughts. Again, if the star system is just rocks, ice, and rocky ice, probably not worth too terribly much. The star was worth the most out of this system. 52 no, wait. Planet 5, buy a whole 2 credits. There you go. Okay, let's hit something with a little bit more oomph to it. Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
89 light years, let's ride.
Ship is disengaged from landing pad. Regulate your speed.
And Nacer, if you could do me a favor, if you could let me know what the value of that system is currently under the live build. Ah, looks like we got a planet to navigate around.
All clear. Have a good flight, Commander.
The official wizard, have an idea to help out with speeding up trade routes with voice attacking set bookmarks. It will target a system for you, I think. So if you find a good route, mark your books and you're off to making credits with no galaxy mapping. No, you do have to still go into the galaxy map.
Readying for exit.
YKE C12-13 is currently worth 2.3 million credits. Okay, thank you.
System scan complete.
Frameshift now engaged. Hull integrity is within limits.
I mean, you'll still have to go into the galaxy map. You will have to navigate the course, but otherwise, no, it's a good... I mean, it's a good plan. Okay, 42 bodies. Let's get to work. You got a lot to do here. Oh, and somebody... Okay, thank you. Thank you, Alcors, for setting the time there. 9:12 p.m. That'll be very helpful for mapping out this place. Yeah, UK time, that's all right. That's just an asteroid cluster. And asteroid cluster. And yep, asteroid cluster, alright. Got something here, though. So we are just going to do the scan on this, fly to another system nearby, land, and see what this pays out. Just on regular scans, then we'll come back and map it and see what we get. Okay, 15 of 42 scans so far. Jeebus. There is a lot to look at here. We're going to be seeing a lot of moons around here. And there's another one in there. I think. Guess not. All right. Yeah, we don't want any of those. Looks like there is more to find over here, though. Oh, and then some. That's the way it's looking right now, Sniper Man. The Bifrost, yeah, we're gonna put that in storage or figure out what to do with it. I mean, it's still great for exploration, but it's such... You know what? Don't tell Hardcore I said this, but he's right. It is a pain in the butt to get that ship navigated in Super Cruise. Yeah, just don't let him know I said that. There's more apparently around here. Yes, there is. That's asteroid clusters. We want nothing to do with those. Yeah, a Conda is great for traveling. I mean, it's even good for exploring. I've proven that, but... sometimes you want something a little bit more nimble. Sometimes you want a Jeep instead of an overland RV. Is there more here? Yes, there is. Because of course. Silly of me to miss that. Oh my god. Well, there's only 12 more things to find here. So we've been scanning for 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and we've come up with 30 of 42 bodies. So that's nifty. What did I miss? You. I missed you. Now I think it's time to go around the star. Actually, let's have a look at the system map as well, because, let's see, this is out to 200,000 light seconds. This is out to 196,000 light seconds. Okay, so keep in mind the time on this. What was the distance on you? 380... 1,600 light seconds. That's not bad. But no, keep in mind that... you know, for flying... to get everything scanned in this system would require a lot of flying. One more thing. Where is it? Right there.
System scan complete.
Okay, it is 21:20, so we spent 9-10 minutes scanning the system. When the fleet carriers come
Exit
out,
destination
I'll go get it
confirmed.
for
Arrival
you.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's find a landing spot. Not the greatest, but at least it'll get us what we need. Better double check to make sure it'll get us what we need. Alright, yep. Grunsfeld Horizons. Yeah, the Bifrost, I may end up not exactly retiring it, but turning it into my component truck. It's too good to retire. It's too good to scrap. But I think it's earned a place just being able to shuttle stuff from point A to point B. And at the same time, it is still good from getting to point A to point B if point B is on the other frickin' side of the galaxy. It's probably what I would go to if somebody needed emergency help. Aspects has been to Salome's Reach, is currently sitting at Shinrarta, never to be used again. Since Scott's place taken by the Orca. Does the Orca give up any jump range on that, or do you have it engineered pretty well? Is it about comparable? May need to get back to working on my T-10 fuel ratting ship. No one expects that to show up. Yes, much like nobody calls the Coast Guard and expects a Nimitz to show up.
This message is irrelevant!
You get bits, everyone gets bits.
Sniper Man, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Like the man said, everyone gets bits. And he is currently the new Bit Lord. Fear him! May his reign be terrible and short-lived. Alcors, I just got a kill and I hear laughing. No. Pad 5.
7 o'clock immediate.
You know, I'm not going to risk it on bump shields and experimentation. There's a time and a place for many things, and this ain't one of them. Okay, call 285 sector, YK-E, C12-13. Currently worth 2.3 million credits. Okay, right now it is 1.1 million credits here. The A-star was worth 287,000 credits. That's interesting. That's interesting. So actually, in this case, just honk and go would be significantly more profitable than those who just honk and go right now. Okay, let's see here. So I can write that down as 1122762 with honk scan. Okay. Let's head back there and let's see if we can't, let's see what happens when we map.
Ship detach complete. Access corridor is clear.
Up. Not used to this yet. Been flying it in Super Cruise.
Way ahead is clear. Safe travels, Commander.
Okay, so here's what I've come up with for this system right now. If you honk and scan, you're going to be making 250,000. Flaxmut. No, not a Galaxy Quest moment because I didn't hit anything and I didn't scrape up the ship or the dock.
Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4.
I will have you know.
3, 2, 1.
High metal content. Okay, we're going to scan out from 1 to 5, basically. Yeah. That's the A-star. Looks like the best route we would take is 14325. That'll be our shortest route. We'll just kind of spiral out. 14325. Flaxmut, first FA off landing, needs 68% paint job repair. If all you did was scratch paint, you're good. Nacer, the aspects was half-assedly tossed together with big scoop, big booster, small shield, small plant, no boost. And the Orca is like, what? Handcrafted? Bespoke? Okay, starting this at 2131. Nacer, go ahead and post. Yeah. I figured out a way to get the links properly vetted, I guess. Yeah, go ahead. Go right ahead. 2 probes. Okay, so one right here. One right here.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, now we need 4. Wait, let's back up a moment now. Were you saying, oh Lord, Moo may request a link like, oh Lord, can I post this? Or were you saying, oh Lord Moo? Because I am a fan of being called Lord Moo. It's Captain Tight Pants forever. No. 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 Lord Moo does have a nice ring to it. I agree. Pay homage to Lord Moo. Give burnt offerings to Lord Moo. Specifically, you know, like, well, maybe not burnt, but maybe, you know, a nice medium rare.
No!
Vegeta, yes!
Offer medium rare offerings to the Moo. That sounds kind of disturbing, but, you know, it's like that Far Side comic with the cow grilling steaks. You're sick, Jesse. Sick.
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Budman, thank you so much. 11 months. Oh, it's closing in, isn't it? Okay, 6 probes here, so... Doink. 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 And probably doink.
Surface scan complete.
Beautiful. Alright. Efficiency target bonus. Now for you. 4 probes. Huh. Too far. Ah, grumble. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
325. Let's see here, Wizard. Know any way to get rotary knobs to work with Elite? Yes, actually. I was just looking at this. So if you go into... This is in the beta right now. So, you know, grain of salt. But when we go into the full spectrum system scanner, There is now absolute tuning. Set up the rotary axis for absolute tuning. I'll show you here. This is what I can use with my rotary. Water world's in this spectrum band. Ammonia world's here. Earth-like's in this band. Yeah, you can now you use the rotary like a radio knob to tune in the Discovery scanner to what frequency band you want. Now, if you have any more rotaries, I'm not sure what to do with that, but at least I have a use for this one. And 6 probes again, so doink, doink, doink. There we go. 4 probes there, see what that does. Oh yes, wizard, there is.
Surface scan complete.
There we go. Let's see here, 14325. This is planet 3. Let's go to planet 2. This planet's been mapped. This planet's not been mapped. Okay. So I've got a terraforming candidate here, planet A5. And I've got a terraforming candidate here at A4. Let's see here. This planet has been mapped. This planet has been mapped. Okay. We are not going to map out planet 5. This is a terraforming candidate. Not going to map it. This is a terraforming candidate, have mapped it. So we'll be able to get a good comparison off on what looks better. Or well, obviously the one where you get the actual mapping is going to work out better. It's going to pay more, but it'll be interesting to see the difference between 2 terraformable high metal contents. One mapped and one unmapped. Beta has CTD bugs with Xenos. Honestly, Live has CTD bugs with Xenos. just not as many. Waterworld. Alright.
Surface scan complete.
And a surface scan completed. Okay. Do I really want to go flying 200,000 light seconds to get a Waterworld? Well, in the name of science, yes I do. Alright everybody, buckle up. Got any stories to share? Now's the time. You'll love face-tanking bugs. Look! Smashing is one of my strengths. You gotta go with the strength. Alcors, what's the name of that system with the 10% discount near home? Let's see. Well, anything run by Li Yongrui. So, Luwanja, HIP 6978, etc. But Shinrarta Desra offers the 10%. Li Yongrui's stuff is 15% off. Kutnal? Kutnal? I mean, anything with Sirius Corporation Power Play is going to be a 15% discount. Now, Nacer, I am trying to get better with the Gauss cannons. So far, I have had very good luck with that. So far, my Gauss sniping skills have improved. Alicors, there are so many stations around that area with a 15% discount. You don't need to narrow it down to one. Yes, Gauss tanking, which is to say blow them up with a Gauss cannon before they can hurt you. Damage tanked. You know, like my annihilation tanking with the Taurus. I miss your T10. Nobody should be able to miss a T10 unless they're blind pointed the other direction and drunk. It redefines the broad side of the barn. Ten-year-old daughter's joke of the day, life without geometry is pointless. Smart kid. I like that. Prepare your FA off skills. You can't make me. You're not my boss. Aaron Duran, I was a shard cannon. I believed hard in the power of the shard cannon. But then I went up against something other than a Cyclops. And the shard cannon is no good. They just have too much hull hardness. Nacer, I'll be your boss tomorrow. Niao might have something to say about that. On the other hand, mud wrestling can be arranged.
Oh, snap! The monster I sent you to kill is actually a monster truck! Puns, motherfucker!
T-10s have such bad hitboxes, you'll eat more Gauss cannons than the Thargoid. It's true. Well, good. Well done. You got to respect the chain of command, which, as Niao has pointed out, is the chain she beats me with until I realize she's in command. Look, don't judge me. We all have our lives. Personal log. I have said far too much today. Eventually, all those Guardian Trojan horses we all have installed in our ships will turn on us, then the Thargoids will be the least of our problems. You know, I wish that was just tinfoil hat conspiracy theory, but I kind of believe the same thing. We're missing a piece or two of the puzzle. And I have a feeling the Guardians will be very, very happy about that. Or at least the Guardian, whatever their remnants are. Oh, I have a feeling there is going to be a massive, sudden but inevitable betrayal. Okay, mapping started at 21:31, currently 21:49, so 18 minutes. Alicors did bad. Alicors did very bad. Alicors, what did you do? Oh, dear. Yes, you did bad. Please, elaborate upon the bad. Just put 2 huge AX multis. Do they make huge AX multis? If they do, I am in favor of this. I thought they only went up to large, though. Changed my power plant for a smaller one, thus lots of bad. Oh, just overcharge it and you're good. Don't be such a... Drigtal, good day. How are you? I'm doing okay. Doing some science experimentation. Goobertech, off-topic answer when able. Have you tested the Phantom with engineering? Curious as to its heat management with something like low-emission power plant and dirty drive thrusters. Well, right now, Goobertech, I am running a little bit of engineering on this thing. The thrusters... Let's see, these are 5D with grade 3 dirty drive tuning. FSD is grade 5 overcharge with a mass manager, or grade 5 distance. Life support is grade 4 lightweight. Sensors are grade 5 lightweight. Detailed surface scanner is modified with fast scan, which increases probe radius by 28%. Learned something at Dav's Hope the other day. Strange no one's interested? Well, how do you know we're not interested? You haven't told us what it is yet. But no, GooberTech, the Phantom, from what I can tell, it'll run fairly cool. I haven't done anything other than on-paper testing. This one I've just got rigged up for exploration. Spoiler alert, T10. Really should name it the Spoiler Alert. I mapped the planet, and it came as something Guardian. Okay. It came as something Guardian. What's it? You mapped the planet, and what came? Like, did something drop out of hyperspace, or... Little confused on what you're trying to say. Dav's Hope is a Guardian place. Okay. I think we knew that already, though. There was, there's a lot of information at Dav's Hope in that the place had some unstable... The place had some unstable underground caverns. And there was a lot of back and forth with the company about it. Second account back in the bubble, considering changing to the Phantom. Looks like the perfect exploration ship. Haven't seen anyone do any heat testing. Well, I'm pretty well configured for exploration right now. Jump range on this thing is not insignificant. I'm running 64 light years. So right there around Asp Explorer territory, but it seems like a much better ship. Alright, here's the water world. We'll get the test on that, because we've just got the partial mapping already, or we've got this completely scanned. We're just going to do partial mapping on the planets. I don't want to do everything here. Yeah, what's under Dav's Hope is a real mess. Yeah, it's not that we aren't interested, Drigtal. It's just, generally, it's semi-well known. I mean, we know there's something alien and quite dangerous underneath the underneath Dav's Hope. That's why the mining colony pretty much disappeared. Mining, excavation, whatever you want to call it. Oops. Well, that wasn't the right one. Well, we got 7 probes to map this. I think we can do this.
Surface scan complete.
And we hit the efficiency target. All right. Okay, let's get the moon. Didn't Jameson have a data material trader? I don't think it did, no. Humans from the future traveled back in time a million years. Aaron Duran, if that were the case, then we've undergone some significant evolutionary changes, because they have physical descriptions of the Guardians from their databanks. And believe me, if Guardians are humans, then something funky happened in the timeline. Like Otis P. Jive Funk, Jive Turkey, hardcore weirdness going on. After humans find Raxla. Uh-huh. I've never heard the physical description other than humanoids from Earth-like worlds. Oh, okay, yeah, let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Guardian. Guardian Thargoid conflict. Constructs, culture, biology. Guardians had red skin, sharp cutting ridges on their forelimbs, small faces, round dark eyes adapted to bright sunlight. Lower gravity and high temperature on their planet meant they were taller and more slender than humans, more agile and resilient, carnivorous, and pack hunters. More vulnerable to cold with a limited olfactory sense. Let's see here. And also split into northern and southern clans on their homeworlds. Alicors, I've got it set up so if you follow me, that knocks down about 99.9% of the bots. If you follow me, go ahead. You can post a link. Just be smart about it, or you won't be posting much more. That's all I say. 53 light years. Corporate colony. If someone was experimenting with DNA and reptilian DNA... Drigtal, there's too many holes in the theory, because it talks about their entire culture and their history from when they were tribal pack hunters. So somehow, your theory goes that they were humans in the far future that experimented with DNA, made themselves reptiles, knocked themselves back into the past, somehow knocked themselves back into a pre-industrial, pre-technological, pre-written language kind of culture, and then brought themselves back up in... There's too many ifs, and we are not staying here to try to map it. We aren't landing at anything here. 300,000, democracy, colony. There's got to be something around here. Democracy, industrial. Let's try here. Well, yeah.
Safety protocols for exit.
Wait, would that be convergent evolution, or would that just be, you know... Right, okay, yeah. Agreed. Hell, Occam had to take a chainsaw to that one. Do we have any idea about where the Guardian homeworld is? No. That one, as far as I know, we do not know. Raxla is found by humans with major technology, and Raxla is governed by reptilians called Raxlans. No. That, Raxla is... Malik has a good approach to this. The canonicity of anything prior to the actual game of Elite Dangerous and everything you find in there is now got so many holes in it that you may as well treat it like a story you heard in a bar. So we don't know that Raxla was found. All we know is that it's a legend out there. Yeah, it's... We don't know anything about Raxlans. We don't even know anything about the Thargoids anymore, other than what's come out in the actual game. Unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff that was written for Elite Dangerous that came out before the game did, and due to various turnovers and whatevers at Frontier, even those stories written specifically for Elite Dangerous are now of questionable veracity. Yeah, that may change. There may be... I mean, we may find that there are... Well, hardcore careful with that one, because we can't be for 100% certain the Thargoids are naturally aggressive. I mean, their interceptors don't go after us unless we violate their personal space, shoot them up, or, you know, etc. Their scouts, those are leftovers from the previous war, as far as we know. So it may be that all the Thargoids are friendly but reactive. Or neutral, and then we just honk them off, yeah. Like Aaron just said. Yes, that's true. We do know they think we're squatting on their land. That's true. And here I am, just newt-newting around, watching text instead of watching where I'm supposed to land. Pad left, 23.
5 o'clock far.
I mean, Malik has a very good point. You go to a Guardian Ruin, and those things instantly aggro on you. You go to a Thargoid site, and they're like, doot-de-doot-de-doo. Okay, so, back to the task at hand. So, call 285 Sector YEK, or YKE C1213, currently worth 2.3 million on the live build. Worth 1.2 million with just scanning. Good night, Alicors. Baby Alicors being a grump. Aw. And now, with partial scans, look at this. Now it's worth 4 million. And the big one, the big cash payout here is... Let's see here, C13B... Yeah, right there. The Earth-like. 1.3 million for the Earth-like right there. So just mapping that one... Sorry, that wasn't even an Earth-like. That was a water world. Mapping that one water world was over, you know, over doubled the value of the system. Now, this one is a bit of an outlier since we had to fly 200,000 light seconds to get there. But mapping water worlds, mapping Earth-likes, definitely worth. Here's another one. Let's see here. 1.6 million. Yeah. That water world probably had volcanism. Well, we've still got the galaxy map up. Let's have a look. See here, no volcanism here. This one wasn't mapped, but it did have silicate magma. Now this, the water world here, it had silicate magma. No volcanism here. That's B3 and B4. B3 and B4. Okay, so... And we can't... Dear Frontier, please expand size of box so we can actually view numbers here. I'm going to assume you're right. And then this one up here, a terraformable. Yeah, let's check one more time here. If there was any of those terraformables, oops, that's not the right one. I want the galaxy map. Any volcanic terraformables around the A star.
Kids these days and their crazy language, am I right?
Oh, Truex, thank you so much for the host. Okay, mapped. High metal content, volcanic. No volcanism. No volcanism. Silicate magma. But it hasn't been mapped. This must be it, the terraforming candidate here. It has no volcanism, but it is... This is the only one around the A star that would be worth that much cash, I think. This is the terraforming candidate, this one wasn't. I scanned this one, I mapped this one. I mean, the primary star was scanned here, but... Yeah, I'm going to take a wild guess. This is planet 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. So 1.6 million for surface mapping a terraformable. 172 grand for just scanning a terraformable. But when you get the scan, you will see if it's terraformable, and then you can make 10 times the cash on it. That's what I'm seeing here. Aside from the circumstellar habitable zone, what else determines terraformability? Honestly, that is a very good question. It seems to be habitable zone, really. And if it has some kind of atmosphere, although I have seen non-atmospheric terraformable worlds.
Bitty bits.
Truex, thank you so much for the 200 bitty bits. Much appreciated. Much obliged, sir. So if I were to go back to that planet now... Hell, let's go back to that planet now. So, Planet 5, 172 grand at the moment. And Planet 5 was relatively close. Easy enough. I thought it had to be nitrogen-based. Nope. Aaron Duran, I've got a carbon dioxide-based right here. I've seen terraformables with 0 atmosphere. They were landable, and you could terraform them.
Detach confirmed. Departure authorized.
Oh, we got an NPC Mamba landing at the station. Alright, let's just zoom over there, get a scan on the... Legion of One, what's up? Doing a lot of experimentation today in the beta, just checking out exploration payouts. Legion, I'm doing alright.
Frameshift now engaged.
Yeah, technically Mars was terraformed, and its atmosphere is like 96% CO2. You're not wrong. Okay, Planet 5, 500 light seconds out. Give or take. Actually, this one is... We're at a G-class star, and this one is right there in the Goldilocks zone. It's 1.1 AU out? This thing should be perfect for human habitation. Let's see the data here. Okay, we got 1.08 G, surface temperature 209 Kelvin, workable, 0.86 atmospheres, atmosphere is 100% nitrogen. Let's see, rotational period 1.8 days and a 7-degree axial tilt, so it's got some weak seasons. I mean, no, that's workable. Yeah, 1 AU, let's round it up to 500 light seconds, basically. I've always heard 8 light minutes, 500 light seconds, etc., etc. Thoughts on yet another copy-paste CG? I only see it worth a single drop-off and going back to Robogo. I haven't done CGs for quite a while. I just kind of got burnt out on them. Hopefully something new comes down the pipe, but we'll see. It looks like things might be changing up. Knock on wood. Okay, are we close enough? 7 probes. Let's see what we get here. Too far. Let's get closer and see what we can get here. So this was 170-some thousand credits with just the scan.
Surface scan complete.
And we hit the efficiency target. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Ah, close enough. Why can I not make the jump? Ah, right. Because I never actually mapped it. So this one should be... So we had 170,000 credits, ballpark, when we just scanned. Now we've mapped. Let's see what Universal Cartographics wants to pay us for this now. We were also sitting at 4 million credits
Now engaged.
prior.
No anomalies detected.
And 4 million credits for scanning a...
None detected.
That ain't bad. So now we'll also be able to get a good comparison between a carbon dioxide and a nitrogen-based terraformable. See if they're anywhere comparable or if there's other intangibles, because one of these is volcanic and the other one isn't. Highest payoff I've had for a plan was like 1.2 million. Was that in the live or in the beta, Nacer? And do you mean planet or star system? Because the Earth-like's only... To me, the Earth-like's only paid off maybe a maximum of 600, 700 grand. That's almost double. What did you find? You mean a whole planet, not the star system. Yeah, what? What in the blinkety hell did you find for a planet? Ringed Earth-like around an A-class star. Interesting. High resources. Though the A-class is not going to stay around a long time. And sci-fi games, yeah, that does explain that, especially the ringed. Though you'd think you'd lose some cash for the A-class. I too like to stand outside and immediately start to sizzle. Very far from the star. Okay, though that helps a little bit, but an A-class star is just going to have a much shorter lifespan than, say, even the Sun's G-class. I mean, yes, it's still on the scale of millions of years, and thus definitely not my immediate problem, but... Okay, and we have jumped that to 5.6 million credits. Okay, so definitely looking like it is 10 times the scan value if you map something. And Mr. Hangman 56, hello there, welcome aboard. Pull up a seat. Yeah, it means even an Earth-like world probably won't have developed anything more than single-cell life before the star goes, you know, kablooey. Which would be a great benefit, I guess, because you wouldn't have to worry about, you know, wouldn't have to worry about trampling over the... Huh. Interesting. Mr. Hangman, what does that mean? 10 times the scan value. Okay, so what we were doing here earlier, and by earlier I mean like 5 minutes ago, so I mapped out this star system, and first I went in with just the discovery scanners, and I scanned everything without using the probe launcher now. I'm in the beta, by the way, testing out the new exploration mechanics. So when I scanned this planet, when it just said detailed surface scan, it was worth like 174,000 credits. I went back to the system and I mapped it. I went in, used the probe launcher, mapped it, and now it's worth 1.7 million credits. So it looks like it's worth roughly 10 times value. So, I mean, you know, cherry picking the exploration data is still something you're going to want to do, but this gives you more tools for it. Mr. Hangman, okay, you lost me. All right, let's find another system nearby. Nacer, you said there was, a while back, on the road to riches, there was another star system to scan. I don't suppose you still have that up, or if somebody else can find it back in chat. It was a ways back. Let's get this cashed in.
Incoming message.
This is a flight regulation announcement. Please proceed to land on your assigned docking pad in a timely manner and refrain from obstructing.
All right, let's get out of the dock and we'll going to enjoy mapping out my Earth-like and Waterworld finds. Yeah. C. Lupi, thank you. Thank you, Nacer.
Ship restraints withdrawn. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
Let's see how close we are to that. Oh, we are close. We're damn close. Beautiful.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Yes, Mr. Hangman. Yep, you've got it on the nose. See, they've changed around the exploration system. I'm not sure how much you've played the game, or if how familiar you are with it. But it used to be, and it is on the live build right now, that you've got, well, we call it the fog, the horn, the foghorn. You honk the horn. I'll show you when we get here.
Acceptable level.
Ooh, shiny! So this is the Discovery Scanner. And what used to be, and what's going on in live right now. And no, Nacer, go ahead and post that up. Can't play, computer's too weak, but I watch a lot. Alright, so you know about honking the horn. This is what it does now. Found 13 bodies. Okay, orbital plane established. Usual thing. We go into the Discovery Scanner. And now we tune this... Noah Hendricks, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome aboard. So now what we're doing is we're searching here. We tune this spectral analysis like a radio. Zoom it in, we got an asteroid cluster. I don't want an asteroid cluster. I want something good, thank you very much. And it looks like it's all over here. Earth-like world. Caligula 2, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Okay, and here's something else. No, you can't land on the Earth-likes yet. You can't land on anything that has an atmosphere. And you're still having trouble landing on things that have volcanism even. So this is 9,000 light seconds out. And we're getting... This is what the old detailed scans were. You used to have to fly out here and get the data for all this. You'd have to fly close and let the scanner scan in close proximity. That has now changed. Alright, those are all... Ooh, there we are. By sheer dumb luck, I found an undiscovered wolf rayet. Nice. When will beta be released officially? We are not sure. We know it officially ends December 3rd. The theory going on is that they're going to try to release on the 11th. This is the best that Reddit's put together, and it's a sound theory. That it's going to release on the 11th, and they're going to try to run a patch on the 17th. That way they don't have to work over the holidays.
System scan complete.
Okay, 100% of the bodies in this star system have been scanned. Let's take a look at the system map. So we have everything mapped out here. Still 9,000 light seconds away. A lot better than before. Okay, so C. lupi. Write this down. Nacer, off the top of your head, how much is C. lupi worth if you turn it in right now? So we're going to head back to Pramba. Now, we have not mapped anything out here. We're going to be doing some back and forth flying again, just to do comparisons. Thank you, Nacer. 2.2801. 631. Okay. 2,800,000 credits right now on the live build. So let's see what we get when we just do a straight up detailed scan of everything.
Warning, temperature critical.
We're running a little warm. We're good. I wouldn't put anything major right next to Christmas or New Year's. I think that's why they're gonna do it in 2 stages. That's what the conventional wisdom is on Reddit. So grain of salt there. But they're gonna do the major release patch, keep their ear to the ground and find out what's going on, what really needs to be fixed, and then release the fix-it-up patch, and then go from there with a, maintenance crew over the holidays. Because the other thing they're running into is they do want this to release before Christmas. because this is going to be a big feather in the cap for him. Yeah, yeah. Get it out by Christmas has ruined many a game. You are not wrong. So we're going to be jumping back and forth between here and Sea Lupi for a little bit. But we've got every planet scanned, so we've got a good baseline here now. And scanning took, what was that, 3-4 minutes? If that. Keep in mind, to get that 2.8 million on the live build right now, you have to fly to all three, fly to all the planets 9,000 light seconds out, back and forth.
Kilo Yankee Lima. We look forward to receiving you at this station, Commander. Please follow docking procedures and enjoy your visit.
Wait a minute. There.
Access granted.
Had a little bit of a hang up there in the interface. It's good now. Okay, so right now Sea Lupi is 1556050. The star itself was worth 389,000 credits. And B11, that is the Earth-like world. That is 267,000. 267,765. Making a note of that. And all this is detailed surface scan. Okay. So there's our baseline right there. Looked like you should have run into the bottom of the station gate. This is a pretty low-slung ship. This is the new Crate Phantom. Looks great. I absolutely love this thing. I was hoping I was going to love the Mamba, but this thing looks like it's going to be the star of the show. Let's see here. Now just type it up. There we go. Let's see here. Enter free camera. Do I have camera fire controls? Thought I did. I do not, apparently. Okay. Shoot. Don't have my, oh, detached camera. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Because it's the beta, I don't have my proper camera controls set up here. But I may be able to tune through the... No, I can't even do that. Grr. I'll find better pictures of it somewhere. If you look up Crate Phantom, you'll see it.
Jumping to next system.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like the Millennium Falcon style engine nozzles there.
Hull integrity is within limits.
Noodles, what do you like about it and what do others do better? Are you asking me that about the Phantom? And Nacer, yeah, I'll do that once I get back to the dock here. What the hell is an aluminum falcon? Nice. Well, what I like about the Phantom. Okay, what other ships do better? I think the standard crate, or the Crate Mark II, does better than the Phantom in combat. It's got an extra large hardpoint. Okay, let's do a hardpoint rundown. The Crate Phantom has 2 large and 2 medium hardpoints. The Crate Mark II has 3 large, 2 medium. So the Mark II packs a bit more firepower. It also, the Mark II can carry a ship-launched fighter bay. So right there you've got an extra large hardpoint and essentially what boils down to 2 mobile huge hardpoints, which you can have players on board. So it's also a better party bus. Now, the Phantom, it's a little bit more maneuverable. It's got a jump range comparable, if not a little bit higher than the Asp Explorer. It's got more space on board. It feels like a better exploration/research ship. Yes, the Crate Phantom has the same weapons loadout as the Clipper, with much better convergence, and the same weapons loadout as the Federal assault ship. It's fast, it's nimble, it stays relatively cool. It feels like it's still got good visibility. I mean, yeah, there's these projecting horns up here, but otherwise you've still got good view here. You've got a co-pilot seat sitting behind you. So there should be good view in multi-crew for exploration. Nacer, perfect for plasma accelerator rail meta. Yes. And it's... I'm looking at it kind of like if it's... Yeah, and DeLacy didn't half-ass the interior. No, this interior is very nice. It's polished. It's smooth. It's a brand new ship based on the Mark II. The Mark II is duct tape, chewing gum, and hopes and dreams of engineers. That thing comes in a pre-used state. But for combat with friends, I would prefer the Crate Mark II. For combat with, combat just on my own or with a single co-pilot, I think I'd take a Chieftain. What are you flying during Distant Worlds 2 if you're participating? Unfortunately, Legion, I'm not participating. I'd love to, but being a interstellar tyrant means that I can't hang out in the deep dark as much as I'd like. Not going? Are you sick? Do we need to call a doctor? No, it's just that, the errantry. We've got stuff going on. We've got elections going on in HIP 6978. We've got to work on Luwanja. I'm not going to go off gallivanting when there's work to be done. Well, I mean, I could. Join me occasionally if we fly at the same time. Nacer, I will take you up on that. Yeah, and I will be your co-pilot, your science officer, your probe gunner, whatever you need. So here is the new Discovery Scanner, or the probe launcher. Efficiency target, 6 probes. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
Planning on using my Corvette. Space Brick is going on a long trip. Oh boy. And then, let's see here, let's switch to Aura Review. And then we can figure out... Okay, so it looks like the best route we can take is B5, then 3, 1... Yeah, we're at 5 right now, so let's move on to 3. We'll just map out this entire star system with the, with the probe launcher, because we've got the baseline. And that was 1.5 million. The Earth-like world was worth 267,000. And Hangman, the neat thing is, with multi-crew, in the beta, multi-crew will be able to use the probe launcher and scan around the star system. So you could have an actual science vessel with a crew going out and scanning and mapping an entire star system. Are you mapping out a newly discovered star system or one that you found yourself? No, I'm in the beta. This is a star system that's very well known. This has already been discovered. This is on a route called the Road to Riches. This is very well known. Right now what I'm doing is comparing what this system is worth in the live build to what this system is worth in the beta build under the conditions of just scanning and the conditions of scanning and mapping. Because in the live build, you would have to fly to each one of these planets individually, put your nose on it, you know, the usual detailed surface scan. Now that takes a bit of time. It takes a little less time than what I'm doing. But it was worth 2.8 million. Now, when I just did the brand new Discovery Scanner here, where I could just... Nacer, I'll be catching some Z's now that I built the Cuddy Boy. Alright, sounds good. See, there's 13 bodies in this system. This is the new Discovery, or the Signal Scanner. I could scan every planet here in this star system from the star with only minimum repositioning. I could get the entire system scanned in like 4 minutes, and that made me 1.5 million credits. So there's more options available for how you want to spend your time, what you want to try to eke out of a system. Alright, Link, take care. 6 probes again. Let's fire off 4. There we go. 100% scan.
Complete.
Our next stop is going to be Planet 1. Item out. Take that back. Where's Planet 2 at? Oh, 1 and 2 are binary. Okay. So with the new orrery map, with this view, you'll be able to map out the positions of planets and see which way is the best. So like I can just spiral around here. And know where to go here to get the most effective route for mapping this star system. So we'll get this system mapped out, and then we'll fly back to that station we were at and do a comparison on the data. Oh, of course I am going to overthrow that. When did that get added? I haven't seen that in any of the beta coverage. Oh no, Goober, the Aura review was revealed in the exploration stream they did what, a month or so ago? Had to have been 3 weeks at least. Okay, that was thrown in week 1. All right. But no, we've got an actual orrery, so we can map out, or at least semi-map out routes. Alright, gunnery view, 6 probes. Same as usual. And we'll get a nice view of the probes as they impact here. And nope, 100%. We're mapped. Yeah, it was pretty easy to miss. They only tacked it on to the very back end of the live stream, if I remember right. But no, flying around this system in multi-crew. So picture this. You've got somebody else on board who can fire the probe launcher, somebody else on board who can use the discovery scanner, somebody else on board while I'm flying the ship. While I'm flying the ship, I can have a navigator on board in this view, zoomed in, going, okay, this is the route you want to take. You've entered the system at B5, go to B3, B1 and 2, take from there. I can have somebody giving me real-time updates on what the best route is, because you can actually see these planets moving in real time. That orrery is a real time. Actually, let's pull up Eta Indy real quick. Eta Indy, no. Damn. Where's... Well, I can always do that, I guess. Epsilon Indy. I don't have the map of Epsilon Indy. Oh! I feel like there's been a great failure there. But no, if somebody has Epsilon Indy mapped, you will be able to see Midderend Hollow just go screaming around that planet in the orrery. Okay, 4, 8, 9, 11. And I did not get this whole place mapped out. Backside is very, very, okay. So I'll just fire out a probe at the backside of the planet. Because you can toggle your coverage here as well. 2% off. Ah, that close. There we go.
Scan complete.
I'm actually curious here. Let's move back into mapping view. So this has already been discovered, this has already been mapped, and we're still going to be making good money on this. So this, yeah, the road to riches isn't obsolete. Not by any means. 4, 8, 9, 11. Okay. Did they add an ability to give your SRVs names? I swore that during one of the streams. I swore I saw that during one of the streams. I'm not sure. I haven't really gone in and tested that. Honestly, SRV naming was not high on my priority list. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they did. Again, 6 probes. Should be easy. If I'm going to run into overlap, it's going to be on this side. Don't need it. Okay. So we must have a few binary... Oh, yeah. That's even a trinary setup. 6, 7, and 8 are all one. 9 and 10 are another. Okay. This should be fairly easy to get these mapped out, and then Planet 11's the Earth-like. Trinary planets. I'm curious how this is going to look on the Aura review. Does that have rings? No, it does not have rings. Alright, we'll just gravity brake here. And put us in perfect position right here. This one I'm probably going to miss the efficiency target on with 4 probes. Probably going to need to launch a 5th. Yep. Big miss back there. Alright. Let's drop that one and see what we get. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
So we've got 6 mapped, now for 7 and 8. And once we get into orbit here, I'm going to check the orrery and see how fast... See if these guys are actually orbiting each other, or see if I can make out the motion on the map, is what I mean to say. Come on, there you go. It's not quite fast enough to make it out, but you look at this over long enough time and yeah, you'll see it. And there's a 6 probe planet too. There we go. And one to grow on. Maybe. Maybe. Nope, don't need it. Alright. Okay, planet 8. 3 light seconds out. Roll it around. So starting to get a handle on the dynamics of this. If you don't think it's worth your time to map it, then just do a quick scan. Easy enough. It'll still give information. At the very least, it'll fill out the stellar cartography. It will tell you. So Nacer spotted this because I was too dumb to in my exploration video yesterday. That when you... Let's get slowed down here. When you have this targeted, and we may be too close. Yeah, way too close. Okay. When you have this targeted, though, it will tell you if there are human or alien structures, signals, geological structures. It has all the data you need. And so probing here, this is just extra gravy on top. That should cover everything.
Surface
There we go.
scan complete.
Okay. 9, 10, and 11. Let me drop into the scanner right now, actually. Something a little bit more distant. That's the belt clusters. I want nothing to do with that. Here we go, B7. Up there in the upper right where it says locations, if there's anything there, it will say. And that's with the scanner. You don't need the probe launcher for that. Legion 1 just had a minor mental meltdown. Need something strong to drink. Oh no, what happened? I mean, if you don't mind my asking. I realize a mental meltdown, minor, major, or middling, is a very personal thing. However, if you want to share it for the amusement of others, go right ahead. I know I do that a lot. Strong coffee. If you can't float a horseshoe in it, it's not strong enough. The best coffee does things to metal mugs. The horseshoe will dissolve. Well, I suppose it's getting there then. Does things. I like how you put that. Unspeakable, horrible things. Alright, 6 probes again. Doink. 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 Do we have mapping? We got mapping. Oh, spent 20 minutes trying to get the HOTAS to work, only to realize it wasn't plugged in. Gotcha. I have been there. I have done that. Are we too far out? We're probably too far out. 7 probes, huh? Yep, too far. Alright. Well, let's close the distance a little bit. 7 probes, high metal content. Ought to be doable. Okay. Doink. And just wild curiosity.
Surface scan complete.
And Planet 11. 400 light seconds out, the Earth-like. We don't even need to go with the holographic identification anymore. It says right here on the Discovery scanner where Earth-likes should be. Right here, signal analysis. Says it right there. Never want to use my HOTAS to edit bookmarks on the PS4 ever again. Oh, no, no. That's about as much fun as using a remote control to enter in like a Netflix password onto a smart TV. If they were smart, they would have made a keyboard, built a keyboard into the remote. Scumble, made from apples. Well, mainly apples. The recipe handed down rather unsteadily from father to son. Yep. Yep, mostly apples. Ish. Alright, and thank you all for coming along with me on this. We're still gonna turn this in, get a good comparison of the data. But I realize that hot probing action isn't everybody's cup of tea. Or, you know, cup of scumble. There we go.
Scan complete.
All planets mapped, everything scanned out. Let's head back to Promba. Let's do some cache comparison. So these are the numbers I've put together for this particular build here.
No anomalies detected.
And we'll do some comparison after I get cached in.
Systems are at optimum levels, readying for exit.
I don't have to have the route mapping anymore there. Noodles, BRB, sounds good. Food also sounds good. Because I kind of missed breakfast. And lunch. Then again, I also missed exercise, so it kind of, you know, it's a wash. Although Hank is looking at me with a mighty hungry look on his face. I fed him, he just wants more. He actually managed to knock the closet door off its track last night. I swear, we don't actually have a cat, we have fuzzy, cuddly livestock. Yeah, Hank's got a strong shoulder. Hank's got a strong everything. Except his meow. The number of times I have taken him to the vet, and he just puts out this little mew, mew, mew. And people will come up to him and go, "Oh, what a tiny little kitten. Oh my God, what is that?"
Prepare the landing pad for your arrival, Commander. Welcome to our station. Request approved. Sit down on landing pad 08.
Sir, are you aware that you have a saber-toothed panther in that carrier? Yes, yes, I am aware. A little bit of an overshoot. Could just about park it in that cargo bay.
Touchdown confirmed. Dispatching ground crew. Report to station services for more information, Commander.
Alright, what do we got here with Sea Lupi? 7.5 million. Okay, let's do a breakdown on this. Five, 782. Okay, and the Earth-like world came out to detailed surface scan, surface mapped. 115,689. Okay. Okay, let's go over these numbers. Let me pop this over here. Okay, so Sea Lupi system. Right now on the live build, it is worth 2.8 million credits. To get that 2.8 million credits, you have to fly into the system and scan every planet using a detailed surface scanner. You can't just go in and honk the horn. So that's, whatever time it took to basically this down here. Now, if you just map it out under the beta exploration system, that will be 1.5 million. You just honk and scan. The Earth-like world will be worth 267,000, nearly 268,000. Now, if you go in and you honk and you scan all the planets and you map everything with the probe launcher, you are looking at 7.5 million credits. And I'll have to go back through the VOD and see what time we started the probe. But that ain't bad. I would say that's what, 30, maybe 40 minutes? I mean, it is not the highest number of credits one can make, but for an explorer, that is a pretty good chunk of change right there. Also, mapping that Earth-like world, when you scanned it, 268 grand. when you used the probe launcher on it. 1.1 million. This is, these are good numbers. These are very good numbers, I think. The new exploration, yeah, 7 million is more than I've ever been paid for a single star system. Exactly. This has some serious potential. I mean, Distant Worlds? Distant Worlds is going to be a money-making machine. Anybody going out there, if you've got multi-crew, if you've got people scanning, I mean, even if you're just scanning, you know, on your own, soloing, just newting around, whatever, you're going to come back and you are going to have all of the money. You are going to have to build a 3 cubic acre bin to hold all the credits that are going to come flowing in. Sierra Bravo 1, do you think they will be increasing the elite money for exploration now? That's a very good question. I would assume so, but I'm not sure. I would assume so, though. But anyway, I mean, like I said, you're going to need a money bin. A trip to Beagle Point, if you even take a little bit of time out of your trip to see the sights. I mean, yeah, if you're buckyballing across the galaxy, you're actually, it looks like you may still make some good cash on that. Legion 1, Distant Worlds 2, and a 30 light year vet. I'm gonna be rich. If you don't go space loopy and self-destruct, I will agree. No, this is good. This is good cash. Hardcore made 250 million going from Narvert to Beagle, then to Colonia. How much time were you spending scanning? Because it looks like... So the numbers I keep seeing here, and this is pretty, I don't know, preliminary, I guess. I am not the first to discover C. lupi. I'm just not. But, okay, so from the numbers I'm seeing here, on the live build, it is 2.8 million to scan everything. On the beta, it is 1.5 million to scan much faster. So, thereabouts, let's call it half. Let's just be happy and round it down a little bit. So on the live build, you have to fly hither and yon, scanning everything to get that cash. Beta, you get half the payout, but it only takes 4 or 5 minutes. So right there, your time is much more valuable. Because who's going to be able to do a total mapping of a star system, especially that one, with stars or with planets out at 9,000 light seconds? Who is going to be able to get that totally mapped in 3, 4, 5 minutes? And Replicator, greetings! I mean, maybe if you had some kind of super cheat mode enabled, but suddenly your time has become much more highly valued. I'm okay with this. No, it is not the same raw credits if you just sit there and scan. But it is a much higher payout of credits versus time investment. Will these payouts carry over when this goes live? That's what I'm concerned about. Replicator, I agree, though I think these numbers are accurate. Let's have a look at the shipyard here. Because, I mean, I'm looking at it like this, actually, Replicator. I'm pulling up these numbers. So, the Earth-like world was 267 grand when I scanned it. In the beta. In the live, an Earth-like world usually goes for... Actually, let me pull it up here on the... let me pull it up here on the internet. Go to... Let's see here. So I'm going to EDSM and I'm pulling up C. lupi. Because that's what we just got done scanning. Celestial bodies. Payout at the moment for C. lupi B11 is 642,637 credits. Okay, so 640 grand, let's call it that. And when I just scanned it, I made 267,000 credits. So, nears makes no difference. Let's call it a third. However, when I went in and probed it with the probe launcher, I made 1.1 million. So these numbers, if these are inflated numbers for the beta, then something is screwy there with that 1/3 just for the scan. I think these are accurate numbers for live. This is an accurate number for the Sidewinder, 31 grand. You know, 51 for a hauler. These numbers look comparable to what is on the live for somebody who's, you know, triple elite. I get the discount. These numbers are spot on. They haven't inflated anything. They haven't discounted anything. I think these are the live numbers. Now let's check the commodities market. Actually, let's check up Alexandrite, because I found an Alexandrite hotspot on the, when I was filming that video the other day. Minerals, low temperature diamonds. Okay, just LTDs and painite. How much is fish? Fish. Food, fish. Fish. Fish is going for 600 credits a ton. I'm excited for launch week mission payouts and materials availability. Yeah. I'm curious. Right now, things are looking up, I think. Also, for anybody who hasn't seen, night vision mode is neat. Edge tracing. Gives you a nice little highlight of all the edges of an object. Anyway, so let's cover what we got. So, just honking and scanning gives you maybe about 1/2 payout, and this is very, very, what do I want to say? I'm trying to make it scientific, but I realize your mileage may vary. So honk and scan is about half of what detailed scans are currently. However, whenever so a detailed scan on the Earth-like, or sorry, a scan on the Earth-like was 267 grand. A detailed mapping was 1.1 million, so let's call that 5 times payout. Subjective, there you go, Replicator, yeah. I'm trying to make this scientific. I realize that I could be off in places, but I like to think I'm getting the general gist of it here. Hopefully that's what we got here. I mean, I was seeing some planets, it was actually a literal 10-fold increase in payout. From 170. Actually, that Earth-like is worth less than the terraformable water world we found. That one was worth 1.7 million. Very interesting. You think the analysis is quite reasonable here? All right, good. So I'm not totally on drugs, just on, you know, maybe a few of the, you know, a few of the lesser influencing ones. No, this is looking... I'm still not sure why Earth-likes are worth less than, say, terraformable water worlds, but there could be some variables in there that I don't see yet. Regardless, this, I think I will say with confidence, this is looking like the, this is looking like a brand new era of exploration. Certainly a lot more people, I think, about to be getting their elite rating, and if you're on Distant Worlds 2, try not to destroy the bubble with the massive amount of cash influx. You're going to be tanking every economy in 5 sectors. Chrono, caught the tail end of the stream, huh? Yeah, sorry. But, I mean, went long. You catch it on the VOD and see all the fun. Oh, boy. In the meantime, unfortunately, I got to get going. Fortunately, it's the weekend, so... just got to start making some supper here for Meow when she gets home. Also, got to do something about Hank and... Oh, yeah. Rehang a closet door. You furry little son of a... Anyway. We'll let those words go unspoken. Probably best left that way. Yeah, take care, everybody, and thank you for coming out. Always a pleasure to talk to folks. Let's get that set up. Let's get that set up, and let's go see who we can go bother. It looks like... Yeah, it looks like Levangie fan is on, and it's always fun to go see him. Take care, everybody. Fly safe. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, just fly with a lot of scanning, because holy damn, you guys are going to make bank. Take care, everybody, and see you again real soon.